The University of La Laguna's General Research Support Service, or SEGAI, was created in response to researchers' needs in terms of managing large infrastructures, sometimes with budgets of millions of euros. Collaboration between research groups so as to defray the costs and maintenance of those infrastructures was seen as a priority, since it would be impossible for individual projects to assume such responsibilities on their own. Because of this, it's necessary to group research teams together into larger units in which they can make use of these infrastructures collectively in their experimental work. Ultimately, this allows us to unify, simplify, and reduce the cost of both maintenance and implementation of this equipment, something that we would not have been able to do if we were working with individual groups. The idea of acquiring large infrastructures under the umbrella of the University of La Laguna, specifically the Vice-Rectorate of Research and Internationalization, is to facilitate maintenance, protection, implementation and repairs, as well as covering the individual needs of researchers. The SEGAI currently offers 32 services located in many of the university's faculties and across all the university's campuses. These services are made up of a number of separate divisions, such as the Elemental Analysis Division, the Material Characterization Division, and Biomedical Technologies. Other support services cover areas such as the Phonetics Laboratory, the Service for the Analysis and Documentation of Works of Art, and so on. The SEGAI thus covers a wide range of areas and has its own funding, drawn from the university's budget, to maintain these infrastructures. Additionally, several of the banks provide grants for the technical training required for these specialized infrastructures. In my opinion, the first and the most important of our many achievements is the fact that La Laguna researchers in national and international teams have been able to take advantage of state-of-the-art equipment by working in multidisciplinary groups, and this has made them more competitive. They use equipment of the type that could not have been made available to individual teams of researchers. Another achievement is the creation of a macrostructure capable of offering services not only here within the university, but also to society at large, to both public institutions and private companies. And there is, I believe, a third important point that needs to be made about our philosophy. Our aim is to encourage teamwork, joint effort, and collaboration so that everyone can benefit equally from sharing these infrastructures and so that teamwork synergies can be promoted. This kind of philosophy is essential if progress is to be made. I believe that our main goal nowadays should be to ensure that our university and our researchers become better acquainted with the SEGAI. Within the university, people need to reach a better understanding of what we're able to do and the resources we're able to provide to support and assist research groups. Increasingly, researchers have to work within tight budgetary constraints and with ever more limited funding. The need for readily available human resources support is also greater. The SEGAI is not only able to provide staff and its own infrastructures, but can also join or become involved in the research work, working alongside the research team in the development of research projects. Secondly, it's vital to open up to the external market a little more and offer our infrastructures and teams of technicians to companies. We should raise awareness of who we are and what we do. I personally think that there is an important role in the primary sector, with companies that need highly qualified services, highly valued infrastructures and equipment that they could not otherwise afford. Thirdly, it's important to strengthen collaboration with other universities. we offer a number of specialized techniques at the University of La Laguna. For example, we've acquired state-of-the-art electron microscopy and X-ray diffraction equipment that we believe could offer important research support to other universities. In addition, a key issue is to reach out even further to the Canarian business sector in order to meet specific service needs that are currently being fulfilled beyond our geographical limits. That way, we could reduce service costs to Canarian companies. We can do it all from here. Finally, we cannot forget contact and cooperation at the national and international level. Nowadays, we have active collaborations and agreements with Latin America that promise potentially interesting results. Finally, reaching out to quality control needs of the primary sector of the economy, agriculture, livestock and food, would allow SEGAI to provide services that are not currently offered in the Canary Islands. There are public and private bodies which are seeing their authority undermined as a result of a lack of human resources and infrastructures. Providing these bodies with staff and equipment might well provide the SEGAI and the university with an additional source of income that would in turn allow for better maintenance of university infrastructures.